Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like, I was listening to a conversation on a podcast, you know which one, and this guy was talking about music and how he doesn't play certain songs in the presence of others. Like, certain songs he keeps to himself because they're just so precious. I think he said something like, it's too risky to give those up. I teared up hearing this. And like, I mean, I wasn't expecting it. Like, I wasn't in a somber mood or anything. And it wasn't even the crux of the conversation. It just hit me. And not just because I have those songs too, I think we all do, but because actually I think it elucidates something about art and art making. Like, okay, so an artist creates for their own sake and for an audience. To create something, whether it be writing a song or a poem, filming a movie, carving a statue, whatever it may be, there needs to be a sort of compulsion, I think, an inner need. And this need is very strong. And it comes from deep within. This idea and emotion is thrust into the world, you know, like born from and via the artist. And this is a very personal experience, maybe like as personal as it can get. And yet, like when the work is perceived by others, it takes on another life. It's the object of conversation, or it's conversation itself between the artist and the perceiver and back and forth, maybe. And like, yes, we can assume that part of creating something is the desire to communicate. But I think there's something else that happens here that's even more interesting. That is, if you happen to connect with a work of art, it may be because it speaks to you, or it seems as if it were speaking from you. There are feelings or concepts that you didn't know how to say, or ones that you didn't even know could be said. And in either case, you've connected so fucking deeply that now this artwork is a part of you. You feel ownership of it because it means a lot to you. And we can use the word ownership because you want to protect that meaning. So now we have the situation wherein someone else, a stranger, the artist created something for themselves and for others that now you still feel intimately connected to, as if it were yours. And like, we can ask whether it's because you are experiencing the same feelings as the artist did in the moment of creation. Sure, but I don't think, not necessarily. But then are you experiencing what others are in perceiving that work? I think so, but it doesn't dilute the effect. It strengthens it, even though you are connecting with that on, like all of you are connecting with it on your own in solitude. It's as if you enter into this secret communion with the other audience members. Like there's the saying, alone together. So, I don't know, I think this shows that we can all connect no matter who or where we are via the art, the artist's impulse. But on the other hand, it also shows that connecting is sacred. The act of connection is sacred. The deep understanding and finding this common meaning via an object. And I think that's as rare as it is tender.